What's going on, people? Welcome to another Toronto Hoop Talk live stream. Today, we're watching Spurs and Timberwolves. We're watching Game 4, where the Spurs have a 2-1 lead, looking to put their foot on the gas and put the Wolves in a very difficult situation. If they get both games in Minnesota, my the chances I would give Minnesota to run off 3 games in a row, 2 of which in San Antonio, I would say are slim to none. So this is a must-win for Minnesota. This is an amazing opportunity for San Antonio, and we are going to be here to watch the entire game with you guys. So shout out to everybody in here. Make sure you guys hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. I see my guy Jen Wills in the chat. Batshit lottery, condolences to whoever the Wizards pick. No, man, crazy stuff. Crazy stuff. Man, just I can't think of anybody other than Indy right now. That's the number one team that comes to mind. I'm at 5-0 in the game. I got my guy Jared joining the chat. What's going on?
I can actually watch the game tonight.
What's that?
I can watch the game on tonight.
Hold on. I can barely hear you.
I said I'm watching the game right now.
Oh, hell yeah. You got the... Oh, yeah, it's not a prime game. Good for you, man.
Oh, I like the court tonight for the Timberwolves.
Looks beautiful. Jerseys look beautiful. Ant just hit a 3. Life is good, you know? Except if you're a Pacers fan, but life is good.
I saw the lottery. The Wizards won it.
Yep.
Then the Jazz. So the 2 worst teams get number 1 and 2.
Yeah, you're right. I think Brooklyn was the 3rd worst. The 2 teams that jumped up, I think, were Chicago and Memphis, right? Yeah. The fuck is Jared? On a curfew? Oh, with the whispering? Yeah, yo. You know what I'm saying? Maybe everybody's sleeping. But yeah, 7-3, 9:56 and counting on my screen. Julius Randle gets double teamed. Ball gets tipped out of his hand. But yeah, man. This is going to be a huge game. Like I said, I think this is the series that the NBA has their hopes pinned on, because if this series wraps up soon, I have the Lakers series wrapping up tomorrow. And Pistons Cavs, like, that's cool. But first of all, I don't think that's going to be a long series either. But even if it is, that's not really going to capture the hearts, minds, and imagination of the people. Rudy Gobert for 3. What? No way. There's simply no way. Oh, foul. I think I don't know if I think the foul was off the ball, so no free throws. Do I see that Io started the game? Yes, Io, Ant. So no Mike Conley, which makes sense. Standard starting lineup for the Spurs. Champagne to Wemby. Wemby guarded by Rudy Gobert on the perimeter. Wemby with the handles. Ooh, gets Gobert moving side to side, but cannot make the jumper.
Well, both of our WNBA team lost. We lost our first game.
What happened to the Fever?
We lost by 3 to the Dallas.
Ooh, all right. Dallas came to play, man.
107 to 104, and Paige had 30 points.
All these draft picks later, man, they got a good offensive rebound by Gobert and one. But yeah, all these
so Dallas won't get the first pick anymore.
Yeah, it looks like Dallas might have a little squad. Ooh, man.
Well, the Sixers didn't have a chance against the Knicks.
Oh man, that's brutal. That series was a humiliation ritual for Philly.
And thank you, Knicks, for sweeping the Sixers.
Yeah, the team that bounced Boston got bounced expeditiously.
Oh yeah, my other Boston team got bounced today in WPHL, Women's Professional Hockey League. We lost to Ottawa. Ottawa's heading to the finals for PWHL finals.
The PWHL.
Yep, Women's Professional Hockey League.
A big 3 by Castle. 10-6.
I'm just waiting for my chickens to go in.
McDaniels jumper 10-8.
Yeah, I think the Thunder takes it tomorrow.
McDaniels checking Fox is interesting, but McDaniels getting switched on to Wemby, not great. That being said, did a good job of moving his feet, but Wemby just lost his bounce there. Yeah, I got the Thunder closing it out tomorrow as well. And then we'll see if Cleveland can scratch back into the series 2-2. But like I said, even if that series goes far, I just don't know if that's going to have people hyped and have people into the playoffs. Like, I won't be. I don't think I'll be streaming Cavs Pistons tomorrow. Small chance I will. But game 5, I definitely can't do. Game 6 on a Friday.
The Tempo game is Friday.
Yeah, and then there's that as well. Like, I'd rather have that night cleared out for the Tempo. So go Pistons, man. Wrap these series up. Yasumnu, oh man, almost had a great save, but actually sets up a 4-on-2 for San Antonio that lines up a Devin Vassell corner 3 who just can't knock it down. Timberwolves headed the other way. Spurs do a good job getting back in transition.
We rather watch the Tempo.
Ooh, free throws for Ant. What about the Tempo?
I said we'd rather watch the Tempo season. First season. We rather watch it.
Yeah, man. For sure.
You guys lost to the Angels, and guess who was pitching? Jose Soriano, and he was on my fantasy team today.
Yeah, man, that checks out.
Hey, you took 2 out of 3 from there.
Ant makes the first free throw. Yeah, I was actually at the game yesterday. I saw the 14-1. So that was great.
Oh, you saw the big score for the Blue Jays yesterday?
Yep.
I don't want to go to Rogers Center. Never been.
Fox to Vassell. Oh, Vassell could have shot that. That look was decent. Fox, floater. Quick response. 12-10 San Antonio.
Holy crap, what's smelling out here? Oh my god. Somebody burning trash?
Damn.
No, my neighbors don't go rather take the dumpster to the trash, so they rather burn it.
That's wild, man. Farm life.
That's all I can smell right now is freaking burnt trash.
Vassell the other way. Oh, Castle with the jumper. Castle knocks it down. Quick couple buckets for San Antonio after Minnesota tied the game.
No, Liberty got revenge on the Washington team that beat you.
Well, was it a close game?
98-93.
Oh, okay, man. Mystics has hanging around. Hopefully that means that the Tempo lost to a good team. Fox, Champagne, Fox.
Aces are up over the Sparks right now.
Lobs it up to Wemby. Dunks it down 16-12.
How is Bam's girlfriend doing?
Asia
Wilson, 17 points, 6 for 12 field goals, 0 for 2, 3 points, 5 for 6 free throws. Damn.
Yeah. But yeah, as this game goes to commercial, what I thought we can do now is we can look at mock drafts, like real good mock drafts. So, what's it called? Oh, you got DeMonta 1, Peterson 2, which is kind of what we expected, right? As soon as the lottery happened, as a community, we checked out the first mock drafts we could find, right? Boozer, Wilson, again, I think they go 3 and 4, but I think that flips. I think that definitely flips by the time we get around to mock draft time. The 3 point guards going 5, 6, and 7 seems like a pretty consistent thing. You see Wagler, Acuff, and Flemings going in some order 5, 6, and 7. The Kings can absolutely go point guard. There's nothing stopping them. Brooklyn, I think Brooklyn would be disappointed to go point guard for sure because Brooklyn drafted two guards last year in Nolan Traore and Yegor Demon. So I think it would be really disappointing for them if they have to draft a guard. I wonder if Brooklyn would be interested in trading out of that spot. But Braden Burries heading to Arizona in this mock. Sorry, heading to Dallas from Arizona in this mock. Yaxel Lenderberg to OKC. That's a mock that's been pretty consistent. It'll be interesting to see if that actually happens. But OKC getting a national championship, a national champion straight off two championships is decently a possibility, and that's crazy. Cameron Carr to OKC in their second pick. Bennett Sturts to Toronto, which is a pretty consistent thing. Koa Pete to San Antonio. So Memphis gets this pick. The Bulls get the Blazers pick. Do the Blazers have someone else's pick? The Blazers don't have a draft pick. I don't know if they're set enough to not have a draft pick. Ortega Owe to Toronto. I'd be comfortable with that. I would be comfortable with that. I wouldn't hate that. But yeah, we're gonna look at some other mock drafts. I'll leave these tabs closed. 2026 NBA mock draft.
Oh. No, I found out what the smell was. It was the chickens.
What were the chickens like? What was it? Them shitting? Like, what happened?
No, it's when the rain with the mud and all their shit all around up in the.
Damn.
Yeah. It's making my heart beat really fast and wants to make me puke.
Yeah, I get that, dude. That does not sound like a fun time.
And plus, the neighbor has goats, so that doesn't help either.
Damn. Your neighbor has several LeBron James? No, I'm kidding. AJ Delbonsa. Okay, the game is back. But yeah, we have a bunch of mock drafts we can scroll through, but that's a new thing that we do post lottery. During commercial breaks, we can check out. Oh my goodness, Naz Reid hits the fucking side of the corner of the backboard. Not even the side of the backboard. Keldon Johnson misses his shot, is like fighting for the offensive rebound. I don't know why, but Keldon Johnson reminds me of Bruce Brown. I don't think it entirely makes sense, but it's just a thing. Not even making jokes about the Wizards. They might be getting a decent roster. Bro, 1000%. The only thing that can get in the way is themselves. If they somehow decide to not take AJ, or if they trade AJ to Utah or something, like the only thing in the way of the Wizards is them doing something stupid. Yeah, man. If they find another Marvin Bagley to draft, that'll be something else. But yeah, man, I totally forgot they got Trey Johnson last year. They still have Bub Carrington. They still have Keyshawn George. Shit, man. Like they're compiling a little squad. It would be if I heard because I heard like Anthony Davis still might want to get traded. I think you'd be kind of stupid to want to get traded, man. Like they have a solid situation. And then even if they do trade AD, they have other things still that are valuable. Ant makes the first free throw. And Ant makes the second. Ooh. Castle around the screen. Vassell. Floater. Ooh. Is that an offensive foul? I feel like it should be. Yeah, great charge drawn by Terrence Shannon Jr. And TSJ, man. Pretty valuable piece. Surprised he wasn't a bigger part of the rotation earlier. Because, I mean, he competes on both ends of the floor. And step back, 18-16. How much you think the Mavs would want for the 9th overall pick? Oh yeah, by the way, Masai's making back-to-back 9th overall picks. Random. You know what? Ooh, Dylan Harper. Good look at the basket. Got to knock that down. A little out of control, but still. I think we'll look up what the typical going rate for that pick tends to be, and then you have to factor the fact that there's a bit of a this is probably a better draft than normal, so it'll be higher than that. Luke Cornett and De'Aaron Fox check back in the game. But yeah, 1B checks out. These are some Gobert on Cornet minutes. So Wolves have to make a bit of a run here. McDaniels, jumper. Missed the free throw fadeaway. Fox. Contact, puts it up, almost gets a really tough and one to fall. History of trades involving the 9th overall pick in the NBA. No. Okay, hold on. Please that's I can do that for if you have something, for sure. Shout out to Sean. Go Pistons indeed. Turnover and with the dunk in transition, 20-18. Often considered a crucial spot for rebuilding teams looking at. Hold on. Wherever you're copying that from, 9th overall pick is held by the Mavericks. That AI is tripping. Yeah, the Mavs have 9. Chicago is up to 4, which kind of sucks for them, by the way, because I don't know if I don't know if Boozer is the right player for them. But yeah, Sean, what do you think about the lottery? Because I think it kind of I don't know what Utah would. I think Utah's pick is hard to project. AJ1 feels easy. Utah, because they just have a roster filled with so many players, it's hard to evaluate by need. I feel like they're a Darren Peterson location just because they're a patient organization. And I feel like that's probably what Peterson needs. Washington. I mean, at least AJ's from Utah, so I think he wouldn't mind being home. But that's about it. Other than that, two organizations that have done some pretty disgusting tanking. And sure, they both rosters have some talented young players, but talented young players that haven't quite been developed in the context of winning in winning environments. Definitely not the dream start for anyone. And to make matters worse, Sean, if you somehow by the grace of God, you slip to 3, it's Memphis. And it's not even like Chicago's a good organization. I mean, that's been a poorly run organization for a long time. It's not OKC and it's not the Mavs, to be honest. So especially like the Mavs looked like a joke for a while, but now that they have Masai, I mean, again, there's some fair criticisms for Masai, but I would still say the base level of competence has gone up in Dallas. Why would you want to go to Washington and play with Trae Young? I hear that. My big thing with Washington, and I say this all the time, that team has not won 50 games in 50 years. Every single year that they had John Wall and Bradley Beal, they won less than 50 games. This is just an organization that finds a way to not get it done. Gilbert Arenas never won 50 games. Whatever talent they had, never able to win 50 games. They did it the way you had to. No, of course. So this is the thing too, right? So I don't know if you saw this interview, Shawn Michael, right? But I saw the Utah owner, not the GM, but the owner being interviewed. And he basically talked about how, like, they asked him about tanking, and he's like, sure, should there be tanking? No. But we have an NBA system where the draft is over-indexed as the best way to get young talent, because he's like, look, free agency doesn't really exist. It never really existed for small markets anyways, but it doesn't really exist. 2, the trade market involves other teams, so it's not really like a unilateral way to improve. He's like, the draft is over-indexed as a means for bad, like, smaller markets or bad teams to get better. And he's like, look, like, he was basically defending tanking from the standpoint of, like, people have to tank because of how the NBA is set up. And if we don't want tanking, forget disincentivizing it. We should restructure things to where free agency and trades are more viable ways of building a team, which I just thought was interesting. Shout out to Here We Go Again, 7777. So that's a quadruple 7. Is it? It is time to question why is it every time AD is traded, a team in that trade gets the number 1 pick? Pelicans, Dallas, Wizards. Heck of a coincidence. Trade for AD immediately to lock up number 1 2027. You know what? I like how you think. Please, Bobby Webster, make it happen. Trade for AD. We need this number 1 overall pick. But yeah, no, it's a thing with him. And before AD, there's always been a thing about how the NBA rewards people or teams that lose big pieces, big franchise players, by giving them something back. Fucking AD has been the source of that for a minute. Paying for number 2 overall pick, I'll take that any day. I mean, shit, dog. Like, I wish the Raptors made a move like that at some point to get some top tier talent. He's like, listen, that's the only way you can get young talent. No, he basically stood on business. He was like, look, I fucking wouldn't like to, in a perfect world, we wouldn't be tanking, but how the fuck else do you expect me to get players in Utah? And I don't think that side of it is entirely wrong. I do think that things could be changed to make tanking just not that necessary. Wizards will trade AD again, IMO. I've seen this. So I've seen as Terrence Shannon Jr. hit a 3. No, sorry, that was Mike Conley. I've seen that from a couple reports about how he might not necessarily want to play there, ideally. And from Washington's standpoint, oh, man, big and one, Naz Reid. They would entertain it. So if AD gets traded again, they'll get whatever value you could get for AD. And I think that's questionable at this point. Like, I don't know exactly what it would be. But shit, they have an opportunity to have AJ DeBonta be the face of their franchise. So if AD doesn't want to be there, like, kick rocks, buddy. You think there's going to be any big trades? I kind of get the feeling that there will. Yeah, I think there'll be big trades. We can talk more about what those big trades are later, but I do think there'll be big trades. And so Adam Silver is a fraud. This has been going on under his watch for a decade. It's nothing new. Truthfully, it's nothing new. Mike Conley in transition, 26-21, 150 and counting. Io, ooh, he wanted to take that three. He restrained, but he wanted to take that three. Io drives, floater, puts it up, misses. Harper running in transition, 3-on-3, Euro steps Terrence Shannon Jr. and lays it in and to the locker room. Yeah, man, that's a big development because, again, this series is over if it goes to 3-1. I wouldn't be surprised if the Nets trade for AD for no reason. No, you know what, DC? So shout out to Gio. Gio's the first person to bring it up. I think I forgot about it. The Brooklyn Nets don't actually have their first round pick. They owe a pick to the Rockets for James Harden. So they don't. It's not an outright. They don't outright owe the pick, but it's a swap. So Houston has the right to swap first round picks because of the James Harden trade. So the Brooklyn Nets don't have a reason to tank next year because they're likely going to end up with Houston's first round pick. And hate Houston all you want, but that's good. That team's going to make the playoffs. So Brooklyn has absolutely no reason to be bad. Okay, I'm watching Ant go back to the locker room, and at least he's walking at like a fairly normal pace. And there's no medical staff side by side. After the finals, so yep, 23rd and 24th. So back-to-back nights. I'll be live both nights. Well, 1,000% live for the first round. Might not be live for the second round. I think I was live for the second round. I don't know. I'll figure it out. That being said, yeah, trades are definitely going to be coming in. The thing about NBA trades, though, is that like I feel like the players don't always get traded until free agency starts, or at least closer to the first. But no, there's definitely going to be some, I think, major draft trades. Who you think are top three on the trade block? We'll get into that. That's a good conversation for the next commercial break. 29-27, Naz Reid drives, lays it up, 31-27 with 33 seconds and counting left. Fox, Harper, jab step, three, knocks it down. What a player, man. What a player that Dylan Harper is. Mike Conley holding the ball. Randall spins. Conley for three again, knocks it down. Two big threes from Mike Conley this quarter. With 4 seconds to go, he reestablishes a 4-point lead as Wemby heaves a half-court shot. Ant's back on the bench. Yeah, I mean, maybe he had to just go back and take a piss. Okay, top three players on the trade block. You know what? This would be a good time to just ask Grok and then use that as a template and go from there. Top three. No, hold on. Top players on the trade block heading into the 2026 offseason in the NBA. I agree about MPJ, but mainly because he's an expiring and he's not that's not a team that like I don't think that's a situation where they're gonna find a new contract. Giannis, Kawhi, Donovan Mitchell, Ja Morant, Bam/Zion. How does that even make sense to jumble those two together? Paolo, Michael Porter, Sabonis, Jarrett Allen, Tyler Hero. All right. So I'm just going through these names one by one. Giannis, this is a toxic relationship. So if it ends, when it ends, this is entirely up in the air. So therefore, I just don't know. I don't know what to say because the point is that there's no tea leaves to read because literally Giannis could just decide some shit out of nowhere. He has, I think, been proven to not be reliable in terms of how he feels because leaks will come out that he feels a certain way, but then his actions don't match up with that. So personally, I just don't know how to call this one reliably. I can sit here and tell you my personal feelings all I want, but I can't actually point to things and say that this is a logical, well-reasoned set of points to why he's going to get traded. But yeah, toxic relationship. Number 2, Kawhi Leonard. This one is way more interesting with the 5th overall pick because the Clippers are at a bit of a crossroads, right? Their management traded the King's ransom to the Clippers. They're now at the time of their franchise where they're in the time of their, I guess, like team's development where they have to trade those picks to OKC. I personally don't think it should matter to you how good the picks are that you traded to another team. That's just because I don't have no skin in the game. I can be level headed and just say it does nothing for you if OKC gets the 4th pick versus the 24th pick, right? However, people have egos, people have pride, people have you know, jobs that they want to preserve. I would not be surprised if the Clippers try to be good to simply just avoid giving great picks to OKC. So we'll see what they do with the number 5 overall pick. Again, they've kind of meaningfully gotten younger when it comes to the best players on their team. Like I would say, if you look at their roster outside of Kawhi, their 2 best players are 26 and 24 in Garland and Mathurin. So I think this is going to be a younger team. If the Clippers want to go all the way younger, they could trade Kawhi. The tricky thing is that I think Kawhi might have minimal trade value because he's the kind of player to make it clear where he wants to go. And when he makes it clear where he wants to go, there's going to be a deflated trade market. And as is, he's an injury-prone player in his mid-30s. He's on a 1-year, there's a lot of reasons to suggest that Kawhi maybe wouldn't have a great trade value. And at that point, the question has to be asked, is Kawhi more valuable to the Clippers or is he more valuable or is the assets you could get back for Kawhi more valuable? And I think they might run into a situation where Kawhi is actually just more valuable than to the Clippers than in a trade. Giannis got to turn that extension down first. I think if the Knicks fail, Cat will be traded. Yeah, it would have to be something like that because the Knicks don't really have a ton of other ways to make moves. They traded all their draft picks for Bridges. The Brunson contract is untradeable because you could never trade the guy who took a pay cut. Also, he's your best player. Bridges and you have to make a trade with your players, and I think Cat would be the first place to look. So I think this makes sense. Imagine the Wizards trade Trey and some other stuff for Giannis to get a Giannis AD front court. That would be very chaotic of them. Like it would be really, really chaotic. Shit, man. You never know. I could also see Bridges being traded and Kobe White re-signed. Kawhi is due an extension as 1 year left. I could see a world where the Clippers want to give Kawhi an extension. I could see a world where Kawhi maybe wants too much money than what the Clippers are willing to pay him because that's how the Paul George trade, or not trade, but that's how Paul George ended up leaving. I think it was a trade, wasn't it, for James Harden? But yeah, that's how I think. I don't know. But yeah, in my head, like that's the way that Paul George became no longer a Clipper. It's because he wanted to get maxed out. The Clippers didn't want to max him out, partially because of availability and him getting older. So he ended up having to find another team. I could see it happening with Kawhi, that Kawhi wants more money. Again, a lot of this turns on what does Kawhi want. Like if he wants these $50 million salaries, I think the Clippers would be insane to pay him that. Insane. But also Kawhi might not want to be anywhere else. We obviously know how he feels about playing in LA. So kind of similar to the Giannis stuff, you're talking about people's personal feelings that as a basketball community, we don't really have access to. 36-30 after a Naz Reid bucket. Champagny in the corner. Misses the 3. Carter Bryant hustling for the rebound. Randall, nah, man. So, this would be cool for us in a way, but they would never, dude. The Knicks would never. Champagny jacking up another 3. Man, I did not turn on the TV expecting to see Champagny just chucking threes like this. Oh, TSJ, man, that was a good look. And then he fouls Wemby after not getting the rebound. Tough little stretch there for Terrence Shannon Jr. after doing a good job of creating a look for himself. But yeah, man. Oh shit. There's a few things to talk about. There's off-season moves to talk about now that the lottery is done. There's mock drafts to talk about. Man, these streams are gonna be a lot more fun now. Shout out to NFL Perry for holding us down with the fantasy basketball game we would play. But we have real hoops to talk about now. So I'm definitely excited for that. Champagne, bro, don't shoot oh my goodness, man. 3 bricks in like 1.5 minutes for Champagne. You are not that guy, pal. And then Terrence Shannon Jr. smokes another good look at the basket. All right, maybe that's why he didn't play. Carter Bryant at the basket dunks it down. Carter Bryant, aka the Spurs, break glass in case of emergency rookie. Like, man, an embarrassment of riches for them. Jaden McDaniels, step back 3. Yes, you heard that sentence right. Spurs go the other way. Wemby steps into a 3, misses. Randall, Reed, Terrence Shannon. Another good look, man. Terrence Shannon Jr. and fucking which Champagne is it? I think it's Julian Champagne. Just out here missing good looks back and forth. 3 misses against 3 misses. They're going band for band. It would be crazy defensively. It would kind of be terroristic offensively. But that's okay. Like, I'll be honest, like if we're not going to be good, I would actually rather see us just be a pain in the ass. Yo, Naz Reid caught an elbow to the face. Let's see what happens. Yo, what is Terrence Shannon Jr. doing? Damn, he's out there. He's Naz Reid's emotional support teammate. Yo, hold on. Let's see this replay. Damn. Damn, dude. I don't know if Wemby didn't entirely know what he was doing there. Oh my goodness, bro. Bro, my peripheral vision, like I can see up to here. Oh, you guys can't see where my hand is. That was a really stupid thing to do. But like I can see my hand until it's like here. Dude, there's no way Wemby didn't see where Naz Reid was. That was fucking Meta World Peace shit. Oh, what does the timeline have to say about this? That's wild, dude. Wemby should be ejected for that. Wemby should be tossed for that. Wemby is who y'all think Dort is? That's crazy. That's just a crazy tweet. Wemby looks gassed, but Harper, my man, damn, Wemby got to be gone. Wemby should be ejected. That's intentional and ridiculous. Wemby getting tossed. Yo, that's so wild. There's no way he didn't see him. That was wild. But yeah, bro, that was Meta World Peace against James Harden all over again. I don't know if you guys, I'm sure you guys remember that because it wasn't even just a moment in basketball; it was a meme. But yeah, they're reviewing this shit. Zach Zarba and Gucci Mane's clone are looking at this. I think they're gonna have to throw that motherfucker out, man. Oh, dude, their GM got on Twitter and apologized to Pacers fans. Can you imagine Masai ever apologizing to fans? You know how fucked things have to be for the GM to come out and apologize? Hold on. Yo, Wemby's been ejected. Yeah, GG's. GG's. Yes, this is facts, bro. Wemby literally did this. But hold on. I would make a point that James Harden was less in Meta World Peace's peripheral vision than Wemby was in Naz Reid's. Wemby had a way better look at Naz Reid. Way better look. But yeah, Wemby got ejected justifiably so. He knocked the championship chances right out of Harden. That's facts, bro. Honestly, you know what'd be really funny? It'd be really funny if James Harden like never used to go to strip clubs before that, and then that happened, and he's been after dancers ever since. Like, you know, like because he hit the fuck out of James Harden, bro, in the head, like right in his head. And if you're an NFL fan, you know, you would have to have stumbled into some information at least about how concussions can impact some people and how it can actually meaningfully change some people's lives, their personalities, and who they are. So, yeah, that's crazy. This is funny, man. So after the announcement of the flagrant two, he turns to Harrison Barnes and said, what does that mean?" And then Harrison Barnes is like, "You're ejected." He's like, "I'm ejected?" And then he's like, "Oh, all right." But yeah, 4-point game. Let's see if this game might test Bill Simmons' Patrick Ewing theory, like very rigorously. Bill Simmons suggests that there's a time period where after a team loses their best player that they actually play like really, really well, just because everybody like starts cooking in their newfound bigger roles, taking advantage of it. But how obviously that's a thing that runs out eventually. But we'll see about some Ewing theory here, man. Naz Reid got elbowed right in the face. You know he's gonna get some get back game 5, man. Game 5, look for a hard foul from Naz Reid to Wemby. Man, Wemby out here getting red cards. Out here getting red cards in basketball, man. But yeah, back to this list, right? Kawhi. So Donovan Mitchell. An extension will have to be worked out. And this is kind of similar to the Kawhi Leonard case from the standpoint of like both teams could intend to have a continued relationship. But if Donovan Mitchell wants more money than the Cavs are willing to pay him, and the money is everything to him, then my friend, I think that he might need to go somewhere else to get that bread. John Morant, definitely on the trade block. This is the first player where I would say he gets traded guaranteed, right? Bam Adebayo and Zion Williamson, right? No chance Bam gets traded. You don't drop 83 and get traded. Also, he's like Pat Riley's son. Zion Williamson, I think he probably gets traded. I think that's a probably. It's not up there as a guarantee. It's not up there as a guarantee like Ja, but it's a heavy probably. And that big reason for why I'm saying that too, I think, is because if you're the Pelicans, like you actually have some decent pieces. Zion is like this big question mark and this big instability, and you kind of just don't know what you're going to get from that guy. But honestly, if you just talk about Herb Jones, Trey Murphy, Fears, and Queen that you're probably going to hand the keys to the franchise over to, like, get whatever you can from Zion, start cooking, and see what happens. Paolo, nope. They fired their coach to see if a new coach could get better run out of those players. So Paolo is sticking around. MPJ, he's getting traded. Domantas Sabonis, he's getting traded. Jared Allen, I think this is probably the move for Cleveland to get out of luxury tax hell. So I think this is a likely trade. Tyler Hero, I think Tyler Hero could be the make weight in whatever move that Miami makes because Miami has to make a move. So whatever it is, I think Hero goes the other way. But yeah, that's what I think about the trade block. Shout out to everybody in here. We got 8 minutes left in the second. I'm gonna quickly run upstairs and get some water. I don't have anyone else on the panel, but yeah, I'm gonna quickly go up and get some water. You guys stick around here, and I'll be right back because we're on a commercial, and I think this is my best chance. And we are back to a 42-34 game on my screen with 7:30 and counting left. Castle with the ball, no Wemby for the rest of the game. That's a wrinkle. That's definitely an added wrinkle to what we have going on. Cornette, does that count? Well, the ball somehow ended up in the basket, and they're going to get points for it. 42-36. Randall Step back, knocks it down. 8-point game again. And again, Bill Simmons, Ewing theory firmly in effect. Because if San Antonio can somehow now, like again, I thought that if they go up 3-1, that's that series over. If they somehow go up 3-1 with no Wemby, oh, it's over. Because then the psychological blow of not being able to beat a Wemby-less team for 2.5 quarters, that would be huge. So while the task just got harder for San Antonio, the opportunity just got bigger. Fox. Ooh. That was a good look at around the basket, man. Somehow didn't get it. Castle, he wanted to take that. And I think he should have, by the way, because that would have been a funny basket. But goes to the basket, gets it through the hoop anyways, 44-40. Jaden McDaniels pulls up, knocks down a jumper, 46-40. McDaniels guarding Fox. I think he's done a good job on Fox. Castle step back. Misses Cornet putback. 46-42. Again, still a 4-point game. San Antonio not going away necessarily without Wemby. Randall. Jusumnu knocks it down. Big shot from Ayo. One of many big shots he's made this playoff run. Fox, floater. I couldn't tell if that was a floater or a lob, but throwing lobs to Luke Cornet's crazy. Crazy. I'm not hearing it. That's wild. Castle almost loses the ball. Fox, great job to save the ball. Another tough look that he missed. Fox definitely not having a polished day shooting the basketball. Ant fouled. Free throws for Ant. 7-point game. Chance to make it a 9-point game. Ooh, they totally missed a call there on Cornet before the putback. Nasri checks back into the game. No. Well, yeah, but timeout. All right, 7-point game. Back to what I wanted to do, which is go through mock drafts. Devonta 1, again, makes sense. Darren Peterson 2 makes sense. Cam Boozer 3, again. This is going to be Caleb Wilson, people. It doesn't say this now. It might say it later. But this pick is going to eventually be Caleb Wilson. What's going on, Jared?
Not much. How to eat dinner. That's why I left.
Did you see the Wemby ejection?
Oh, yeah, I saw that. That's crazy.
Elbowed the hell out of Nasri.
And then I saw Anthony Edwards went to the locker room.
Yeah, but he came back. He might have had to just use the washroom. Like, he was walking fine.
Wemby elbowed the hell out of freaking Nas.
And there's no way that was an accident. And he wasn't even, like, campaigning against it or, like, doing anything. Like, he knows what he did. He accepted the ejection. It was just wild because, like, this is a great opportunity to go up 3-1, and he may have just made that. Oh, he definitely made it more
2-2 and then head back to San Antonio.
Yeah, he may have cost them that opportunity. But yeah, man, Caleb Wilson is not going to be going number 4 overall. That's all I'll say, people. Fucking might find a way to crack.
No, I think he's going to drop. I think Caleb Wilson's going to drop for my Tar Heels.
I think he goes number 3. I just don't see.
Oh, he goes 3.
Yeah, I see him going 3 because, like,
so he goes up 1.
Yeah, I don't think that the Grizzlies are going to take. Like, I don't think a really, really bad team takes Cam Boozer. I think Cam Boozer might drop just because he's kind of better suited to play on a good team.
You hear my rooster? I'm closing up the chicken pen
Oh, hell yeah, man. Shout out the Roosters.
with my shirt with my shirt over my nose because it smells like badass, like someone farted out here.
Man, that's that farm life. Keaton
Yeah,
Wagler
it is.
to the Clippers. Adjusting
Oh, I hope
unprecedented
that doesn't
levels
live.
of competition should patience, blah, 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 blah. Size, skill,
Okay,
and future
I gotta
game.
put my shirt over my nose now.
6'6", 185. Definitely one of the bigger guards.
Okay, you agree with the?
I agree with what?
No, I'm talking to the rooster. He's crowing over here. Green that Wemby got ejected.
Oh, yeah. I'm sure the Rooster agrees, man. Roosters probably don't like to see people get elbowed innocently.
NBA should make a rooster team like a city that's called the Roosters. That'd be hilarious.
That would be something. I mean, the closest thing is the South Carolina. They're the Gamecocks. But yeah, Wagler, and then Acuff, and then Flemings. Again, Wagler Acuff, Flemings is a constant at 5, 6, 7.
So you think Cam Boozer's going number 2?
I think Boozer goes 4. I think Pete Peterson goes 2.
He drops to 4.
Yeah, I just think that like he's too good for the Bulls to pass up on, but I really don't think a team like Memphis, it makes sense for them to take somebody who's like, I think Boozer is a high floor, low ceiling player. I think Wilson is a low floor, high ceiling player. And when you're a team like Memphis and you are at the beginning of a rebuild and you have all the time in the world, I just think you're supposed to shoot for the stars. I think Wilson goes 3, Boozer goes 4, and then some order of the point guards. I have to learn more about the point guards to understand where they're gonna go. But yeah, shout out to Manj. Big up to you. I saw your message as I was going live. Just couldn't get back to it, but appreciate the well wishes. And man, yeah, as Manj says, like this video and subscribe to the channel. We're on the road to 400 subs, as it says over here, and we're 9 subs away. So in 9 subs, we'll hit 400.
And he will be doing some tempo games too, everyone. You want to join in for WNBA streams.
Big facts. And then before you know it, we'll be doing the road to 500, which is going to be a big journey for sure.
Dude, I think Wemby just cost the Spurs this game, I think.
It looks like it, man. Looks like it. Luke Cornett is shooting free throws to make it a 6-point game.
Probably Sai's not on here right now.
Yeah, he must have stuff to do. Bet MGM. Don't be betting on the Spurs money line. Anthony Edwards.
No, because Wemby just got ejected.
Yep. And layup, 9-point game. Fox tries to get around Desumnu. Desumnu does a good job of moving his feet. Fox takes a tough jumper. 52-45, 7-point game.
14 points for Anthony Edwards.
Yep. Great game from him so far.
I think I'm ahead of you. Wait, I'm ahead of you. Are you at 333?
No, I'm at 319.
Oh, you're way ahead of me.
Where are you at? That was your time?
I'm at 320. Oh, well. It's because probably because there's a bunch of fog outside, so it's probably causing up on my TV. Dude, I do not want to see Luke Cornett win a freaking finals in a Spurs uniform.
I mean, shit, man. I don't think it's going to happen.
Wait, he won with us. He won with us in the Celtics, right?
Yeah. He's a championship winner.
Oh.
Big 3 by Castle. 4-point game. Again, Spurs sticking around.
If the Spurs will win this game, they need Castle and freaking Dylan Harper to go off.
Yeah, and they need Fox to do Fox things.
Yeah.
Ooh, Ayo cooked Luke Cornett there. Luke Cornett, definitely not Wemby.
Wait, Ayo's a former Bull, right?
Yep.
Oh, God, he got traded during the trade deadline, right?
Yep, Rob Dillingham went the other way. And great job getting by Castle. Lays it in. Back to an 8-point game. Fox, my goodness. Fox just sprints by everybody there. There was no move. Just a dead sprint. Randall loses
I just
his
saw it.
handle.
He just sprinted by 2 defenders.
And then Vassell tries to do his best in Fox impression, but he just doesn't have he does not have the speed like that.
I like these Timberwolves jerseys. They'll be going to bed soon.
And then
I just had
Tuck
potatoes
Tucker
for
by
dinner
Vassell
tonight. I
off
didn't
the
want.
inbounds play. And it's a 4-point game now. What was that?
I wanted potatoes for dinner, not chicken. But oh well. I'm eating potatoes for dinner.
Another tough shot from Ant. Man, his first half has been unreal. Wilson, Carter Bryant turns it over. Ant with a steal, 18 points, has made some defensive plays. Amazing all-around game from Ant.
Let's check up on some WNBA scores.
Randall.
Aces won 105 to 978.
You got to make that layup. Harper, you got to make that layup. I get that it wasn't the cleanest look, but Wemby's out. All hands on deck. You got to make that. You have to have that fall. Ant.
Oh, never mind. Asia Wilson only got 19 points.
And Keldon Johnson with a steal underneath the basket. Just took the ball away from Randall. And then Keldon Johnson goes to the basket himself and won to make it a 4-point game. Chance to make it a 1-possession game if he hits this free throw.
Oh, I'm going to sleep good tonight.
As you should, bro. As you should.
I felt like shit last night. Oh.
And Keldon Johnson misses the free throw. So
who's on there? Oh, the Mercury.
Stays a 4-point game. McDaniels, good finishing there at the basket.
Nope, Connecticut Suns lost again. They're 0-2.
Castle dribbling the clock out.
Damn.
Will be the Spurs' last shot of the quarter.
Damn, Deontay Johnson. Holy shit. 16 points tonight for her.
For who?
For the rookie. For when they
Flage?
Yeah. 16 points tonight for her.
Yeah.
Oh, and that game was in overtime too. So the Mystics lost in overtime.
Good for them, man. Looks like they're a competitive team. Harper to Castle. The look was there.
Brianna Stewart, 23 points. Wait, the Liberty don't have the one that competed with Steph Curry in the 3-point contest anymore? Sabrina?
Ionescu?
No, it's Sabrina.
Yeah, Sabrina Ionescu.
Yeah, I don't see her on the list.
She must not be. Let's see. Sabrina Ionescu is on. No, she's on the Liberty. She must be hurt. Yeah, she's hurt.
Oh. Okay, that's why. That sucks. She's a really good player.
Yeah. But Liberty still looked pretty loaded, man. Brianna Stewart's doing her thing.
Brianna Stewart had 23 points tonight, and them Juanes, 25 points tonight. And the Mystics, let's see. How did Lord Bets do? 7 points tonight for Lord Bets.
60-54. But that's a foul, so they're going to give Champagne free throws, no? Yeah.
Holy crap, Mike Conley. You trying to karate chop him or something? Or Naz Reid? Naz Reid?
A day Mara 11 to the Warriors? Wow, that would be that's really unexpected. Yaxel Lendeberg, this is a very popular pick. Him to OKC. LeBaron
the Portland Fire lost.
LeBaron Philon to Miami. Yeah, I guess they could use a point guard. Koa Pete to Charlotte. I feel like would kind of change their value for Miles Bridges.
Okay, so Paige Beckers had 20 points yesterday against us. And O. Sims had 20 points. God damn, we can't guard. But the number one pick only had 3 points.
Yeah.
How much? So Aaliyah Boston 23. Kane Clark 20. Kelsey Mitchell 30 points. 30 bomb.
Hold on.
Damn. $30 33 minutes, 30 points. Damn, Kelsey.
All right, free throws for Champagne. He could make it a 3-point game going into overtime. 3 free throws for Champagne. With Naz Reid fouling him with his knee.
So, well, Liberty plays Portland Fire Tuesday. You know who's going to win that game?
Portland Fire's home arena looks sick, by the way. I don't know if you've seen the videos, but
I saw the videos earlier today. That's sick,
man. Because they have, they're the Fire, right? So they just have a lot of fire in their pregame stuff, which is fire, oddly enough. But yeah, it was good.
The jerseys look cool too.
Yeah.
So wait, you got a game Wednesday from Tempo.
Yep, Seattle Storm. We're gonna get
who won today.
Personal look at Flau'jae.
Yeah, Portland lost to the Chicago Sky. Surprisingly,
that look is more forgivable. TSJ has missed some shots around the basket. That one I'm not gonna fault him necessarily. A lot of contact there.
Who did Hami Haka's sister got drafted to?
Gabriella, Chicago? I think Chicago.
Oh, yep, Gabriella Hawkes. 10 points.
Best draft riser. A cuff to the Nets. Okay, does it address how this makes sense given the rest of the players that they have? Yeah, took multiple guards in last year's 5-man first-round draft class, but none of them is remotely at A-Cuff's level. Damn, okay. I guess Yegor Devin and Nolan are not reasons to not draft a point guard.
Angel release. Double. 11 points, 14 rebounds yesterday.
Oh, man, that's that Reese shit right there, man. Julian and Angel, they know how to hit the glass.
Oh, the Atlanta Dream has a Canada last name. There's a girl named has the last name of Canada.
Ironically, I'm pretty sure she's American.
Jordana Canada.
Jordan Canada is from Los Angeles.
Los Angeles, California. Oh, she was born in the USA and has Canada last name. Wow. Okay.
Mikel Brown. Damn, Jared, are you in trouble?
Oh, wait, the Aces. Wait. No, they're talking to Basely. The little one. I'm in my room.
Braden Burries to Dallas, very consistent mock. I don't know if I feel like I can see Masai making that pick. Doesn't feel right.
Oh wait, the Aces lost to the Mercury? What?
Yeah, they had a really bad game.
99-66. Holy crap, Aces.
Yep. They had a
Who
really
went
bad
off for Mercury? Alec Thomas, 20 points. Jordan Nodrick, 19 points. How much did she had Asia Wilson had 19 points. Damn. Aces.
Yeah, man. You know what? Before looking at more mocks, let me see 2026 NBA draft comparisons. Let's see some provisional pro comps.
We already know about this. Legion Hoops just in. Lakers say Luka Doncic will miss game 4 against OKC. We already knew that.
DeBon says is T-Mac. Darren Peterson is Kobe Light / Ray Allen. Caleb Wilson is Kevin Garnett and Sharif Abdur-Rahim. Let's go. NFL Perry Classic. Cam Boozer is Michael Beasley, Al Horford, Kevin Love. And that's exactly why I don't think he goes. See, okay, this was the first website to have Caleb Wilson over Cam Boozer. Respect. Acuff, Marbury, Kobe White, Lillard. Okay, that's an interesting comp. Flemings, Markel Fultz, Bigger, De'Aaron Fox. Ooh. That helps. That's helpful.
Shai's kind of quiet tonight.
Mikael Brown, faster D'Angelo Russell. Keaton Wagler, taller Ryan Rollins. Hint of SGA or Halliburton. Braden Burries' pro comp is Jared McCain. That's why I don't see Dallas taking him.
This is kind of funny. I'm watching the NBA game, but they're showing the Maine Mariners hockey team.
Yeah.
Oh, got run the North Finals, but we're losing the series right now, 2-0.
Yaxo Landenberg's pro comp is Kuzma and Obi Toppin.
Wemby freaking elbowed. I didn't know he elbowed him right in the chin.
You said you saw it.
No, I saw it, but I missed what happened, like actual what happened.
Oh, you saw the notification maybe.
Yeah, I saw the notification that he got ejected, but I just saw it. He freaking elbowed him right in the jaw.
Dalen Swain. Herb Jones, Jeremy Grant.
Tracy McGrady, Vince Carter.
What's that?
2 Toronto Raptors legends in the halftime show.
Mac and VC, yeah, man. Chris Sinak,
What was Wemby thinking?
He must have been really frustrated, and I mean like really, 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 really frustrated.
I have never seen him like that before.
Facts. I've never seen him act like that.
Well, except for the gold medal game for Team USA and Team France.
I mean, I don't know. Did he elbow somebody back?
No, he was pissed off because France couldn't keep up with Steph Curry.
Cameron Carr's comp is Jalen Tyson. Yikes. Bennett Sturtz's comp is Derek White. I think that makes sense.
Oh, Buffalo Sabres scored 4-2 in Montreal.
Jaden Quincy's comp is Tristan Thompson and Jalen Duren.
Holy crap, the Knicks just freaking crushed the Sixers today. Holy crap.
Chet Howard for Henry Vassar. Okay. Man, interesting website. Let's see if this has some pro comps for us. Pro comp, Jaylen Brown for DeBonsa. Jaylen Brown and T-Mac. So for Jaylen, Darren Peterson, we've gotten Kobe, Ray Allen, now Anthony Edwards. For Cam Boozer, I forget Kevin Love has come up twice now for the pro comps.
Kevin Love.
For Caleb Wilson, Jermaine O'Neal. Well, the last one was Kevin Garnett and somebody else. So Very interesting pro
Guy
comps.
is, guy
Keaton
is really quiet
Wagler,
tonight. I noticed.
Jamal Murray. That makes sense. Darius Acuff, Stephon Marbury. I think that's twice now. Kingston Flemings, De'Aaron Fox. That was pretty consistent too. Mikael Brown Jr., Tyler Hero, Braden Burries, Derek White. Okay, so the Derek White comp gets thrown to two different players, but I think Braden Burries was it was a bench player in the last comp. I forget who it was. But it was somebody that I
Wait,
don't see Masai taking. What was that?
no one hasn't come back from 3-0. No one has come back from 3-0 in the NBA before.
Yeah, never.
Huh. I know the NHL has.
Yep. And in baseball too. But basketball, just a different sport.
I never seen it. Well, I've seen it in baseball plenty of times.
Jaden
I
Quaint.
remember 2004 Red
Favorite.
Sox Yankees.
Cameron Carr. Devin Vassell for Cameron Carr. You know what? I should keep the tabs open, but I like this. Even just pro comps as an initial just feeler for where players are at, I think is kind of a useful exercise. This one doesn't have pro
I think I
comp.
might leave soon and play some COD mobile.
Do your thing, dog. Do your thing.
See how pissed off I can get tonight with people hacking and cheating. You know how it is.
Yeah, so Cam Boozer was Michael Beasley, Al Horford, and Kevin Love. But yeah, Kevin Love came up twice. For Acuff, it was Marbury, Kobe White, Damian Lillard, and then let's go back to wherever Acuff is. Acuff was 6, I want to say. Acuff's comp was Marbury. So did Marbury come up twice? Yeah, okay, shit. So there's Acuff, a.k.a. Stephon Marbury Jr. Kingston Flemings, Fultz, bigger De'Aaron Fox. And then for Kingston Flemings here, De'Aaron Fox. Okay, shit. So...
Oh, damn.
So
Chelsea lost
De'Aaron
big
Fox,
time.
Fultz, and then Gio in the chat compared him to Jamal Shed, like better Jamal Shed. So I think that more lines up with the Markel Fultz side of things. But honestly, that sounds like a damn good player. If
Damn, there's only 3 games left in Chelsea's season already.
we're putting together some good players. Yep. Well, I mean, yeah, it's the end of the season in that sport.
Well, it says FFA Cup final round. Chelsea versus Man City.
Rollins, SGA, Halliburton, and then here Jamal Murray. All right, so he's a fucking bucket getter then. Keaton Wagler.
Oh, you guys fell out of the freaking playoffs with that
Mikel
loss against
Faster, D'Angelo Russell.
it's Norton Forest. Damn. That sucks.
There's no playoffs in soccer, dude.
Oh, that's not? I thought there was.
Nope. Those spots that you're seeing
I'm
are
thinking about
spots in the Champions League for next year. Because
I was thinking of MLS. Because they
yeah,
do playoffs.
yep.
I got myself confused. My bad. Much Messi is another champion over
Yeah.
Ronaldo.
Tyler Hero and D'Angelo Russell for Mikel Brown Jr. That doesn't leave me with tons of encouragement. Braden Burries got Jared McCain and Derek White. Regardless, though, that's a bench player. Kareem Lopez got Franz Wagner and Tristan De Silva, 2 Magic players. So basically, Kareem Lopez, you are on the Orlando Magic, whether you know it or not. They're coming for you.
You can't hide from them.
Yep. The next player here is Nate Ament, who got Will Riley, and then where else? I mean, here he got Risa Shea, and Will Riley. I can't see Nate Ament being a lottery pick if those are the comps we're working with. Landerberg got Aaron Gordon, Kuzma, and Obi Toppin. So that's basically a backup 4 for the most part in OKC. And that would be sick depth for Chet. And if you want to play Chet as the 5, maybe somebody you could play there. But yeah, man, Yaxel Lenderberg to OKC would be something. LeBaron Philon got DeJounte Murray and Tyrese Maxey. That's pretty interesting. The next player is Ade Mara. Ade Mara got Andrew Bogut and Zajunas Ilgauskas. So make of that what you will, but that's like a low-level starter, but a starter nonetheless. Okay, Jaden Quaintance got Derek Favors. Tristan Thompson, and Jalen Duren. That's like a late lottery pick to me. Again, this is the kind of player you would want on a better team. You don't want to build from the ground up with Jaden Quaintance. Christian Anderson got Darius Garland, and then in this mock, he got, let's find him. Christian Anderson is, where are you? Dennis Schroeder and Darius Garland. Yeah, I feel like that's probably not a lottery pick. Um, 17 is Chris Sinak Jr., who got Bobby Portis. And where's Sinak here? Bobby Portis, Jaren Jackson Jr., Khalil Ware. What a trio. That one's a harder one to get a feel for. Hold on. Jaren Jackson, Khalil Ware, Bobby Portis. Yeah, that one's interesting. Cameron Carr got Devin Vassell. And Jalen Tyson. I mean, one is a wing and one is, I mean, I guess Vassell kind of plays like a wing in San Antonio because they have a lot of guards and they can kind of all play bigger because Wemby's there anchoring everything defensively. Okay. Steinbach got Zach Collins, David Lee, and Isaiah Hardenstein. So that's a real big then. Because Hardenstein's a 5. David Lee would be a 5 in the modern basketball game. And Zach Collins, I think, would also be a 5 in this game. Alan Graves, pro comp Boris Diaw. Alan Graves here. No pro comp. Bennett Sturts gets Malcolm Brogdon and Derek White. I mean, sounds like a starter to me. I don't know if the defense will line up to both those players. We'll continue this exercise at the next commercial break, but something to watch for, man. We have a draft where it looks like I think there's a healthy amount of quality role players. Doesn't kind of seem like there's a franchise changer except for DeBonsa, though, and maybe Peterson. But yeah, 4-point game coming out of halftime here. Again, everything is in front of Minnesota. You have a lead. Wemby's not going to be playing. But again, San Antonio has a chance to end the series, like truly, if they can get a W. So isn't Derek White. Also, that's like saying Grady has Derek White defensive potential. Yeah, I was looking forward to seeing what you thought about those comps. Because Brogdon and Derek White, those are both guys who play both ways. But yeah, I don't know how. Have you been here for much of those comps? Because if not, I can go back. I can go back through them and see what you think. But I think there was some interesting comps for different players. Also, because you liked Acquaintance and Phylon, so I know that there was the comps for them as well. I think Phylon, LeBaron Phylon, he got some. Okay, you just got here. Say less. We'll go through it all over again. No worries. LeBaron Phylon got some very interesting comps. I believe it was Tyrese Maxey Light and DeJounte Murray. Point is, both those players are fast, so that motherfucker must be quick. But yeah, I think the Bleacher Report article, it kind of stresses being current, and I think the DraftNet article stresses being just accurate because they go to some weird places with their comps. And by the way, I think that's fair. I think it's fair to go to some wild places with your comps because that's real. Some players honestly should be compared to guys that were barely in the league because if that's what your game is, that's what your game is. And if you're going to be barely in the league, then fucking we should know that. She said, no, not what he said. I heard about the Bournemouth and I saw a wild video. Theoretically, he can play off ball. No one knows. Okay, that's interesting. That's interesting to hear. Fox just hit a free throw to make it 60-60. It's a tied game, people. No Wemby and the Spurs, the young Spurs are hanging in there with a chance to, again, not only take a 3-1 commanding lead with 2 games left in San Antonio, theoretically, but the psychological blow of beating this team without Wemby. Yeah, I saw that part. But what did he say? Oh, is that the thing you said about what he said? I thought you were insinuating his response to Bournemouth dropping him from the squad. Champagne from 3. That guy has to stop chucking, man. Champagne, bro, there's too many talented players on this team for you to be chucking the way you have. I've counted 4 shots that I don't think he should have made or attempted because he didn't make them. That's for sure. No, I didn't actually read it. I just know what happened, but I didn't actually read it. Was it wild? And I mean, it must have been wild. Misses the jumper, 62-60. Castle gets fouled. Desunu calls for it, and Castle, that's on the floor, so no free throws for Castle. Cornet. Vassell. Jumper, 62-62. Good shot from Vassell. Randall, turnaround jumper. That's not necessary. That's not necessary at all. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Good screen. Desumnu, good shot. Misses. Big rebound. Castle out hustling Julius Randle there. And Vassell drives on Ant. Vassell, reverse layup. And the Spurs have a lead without Wemby. The Spurs have taken lead against the Timberwolves without Wemby. My goodness. Minnesota, you should be ashamed of yourselves. All right, let's see what this wild motherfucker said. No. That's so crazy, dog. What a sicko. I am very intelligent is wild. What the fuck, man? 64-64. Cornet with an offensive rebound. Champagne has the ball. That motherfucker better not shoot. He tried to drive on Gobert. Almost turned it over with the outlet pass to Castle. Fox. Jumper. Tough jumper to beat the buzzer. And the Spurs still almost get an offensive rebound, but 8:03 left and counting and bringing the ball up the court. We got a tied game in a massive moment for both these teams. And step back. Randall trying to bully his way to the basket, loses control, and then Fox gets fouled. And Fox got his ankle rolled up on. He seems to be in some pain. I saw that Chelsea might prefer him. I kind of feel like he would probably not. They probably wouldn't be on the top of his list. Okay. There's not a bit of a break. I thought that was going to be a break, but it looks like Fox is going to get up and be fine. Yeah, Fox is walking pretty decently for somebody who just rolled his ankle. So I think he'll be fine. Oof. And Castle around the screen to Vassell. Vassell, step back three, bricks it. They're eighth in the. I think so. I think they're eighth, maybe ninth. One of those two. But the thing is like when I think about all the managers that rejected Chelsea, so I think you were talking about like your Nagelsmans and those other guys, right? Like, I don't know, man. I feel like managers that need specific things would have no interest in Chelsea, where they have no control. So I think Xabi Alonso kind of strikes me as that kind of a player, or sorry, manager. I don't see him at Chelsea. Naz Reid tries to throw a lob to Rudy G. It doesn't fall. Harper in transition, lays it up, 68-66, and 1. So don't expect much from Bobby. Me neither. Everyone for a national team. True, but he also definitely didn't fuck with Chelsea. All right, we're at a commercial break. Cool. So we're gonna go back to the top of the list, and we're gonna look at the draft comps now that Gio's here, because Gio got takes and whatnot. Okay, so number 1, the 2 pro comps for available online for Debonsa are Jaylen Brown for this website and T-Mac from this website. So, I mean, commonalities there are just like scoring wings. Again, I think the Jaylen Brown one is a little bit forced from the fact that they want to stay current. He's also 6'9", and T-Mac wasn't 6'9". It's kind of interesting that both these comps are shorter. Like, they took shorter players, which to me means that Debonsa plays like a true wing and not necessarily like a 4. Like, some 6'9" players end up doing power forward shit. He seems like a true, like, again, the comps would suggest to me 2 guard to 3. He just happens to be 6'9". So that's the takeaway there. Darren Peterson, it says Kobe Light. So lesser Kobe, Ray Allen, and then the other website pulled for Anthony Edwards. So that one is confusing because, like, Anthony Edwards is a supreme athlete. I would say Kobe was a good athlete, but Kobe Light to me suggests like you reduce all the traits. So Ray Allen was, I mean, you know what though? Ray Allen and Kobe both ended up in dunk contests. So maybe the athleticism, we'll give him some issue with we'll give him some credit with the athleticism, but clearly a 2 guard. Again, the commonality amongst all those players we're talking about 2 guards. So he's clearly a 2, not a point guard at 6'5". This is not a combo guard. This is just a 2. And yeah, the other commonality is buckets. Keshad Johnson also ended up in the dunk contest, and it would be fair to say that he's athletic. Caleb Wilson got Kevin Garnett, Sharif Abdur-Rahim, and Jermaine O'Neal. This one is fucking baffling because you know what? I guess Jermaine O'Neal was a 5, And KG, like if I'm thinking about the modern game, and I'm about to look up Sharif Abdul Rahim to see what his height and weight were or was. Yeah, 6'9", 245. I thought so. Like, this man is a power forward. Yeah, he was listed as a power forward, small forward, and center. So with this pro comp for Caleb Wilson, I think this one is hard to make anything out of. This one kind of leads you astray more than anything. But cool. Cam Boozer got Michael Beasley, Al Horford, Kevin Love, and then Kevin Love again. Hell yeah, Peter. So every time you say this, I just think about the Drewski sketch. Wait, man. Free Peter. Free throw for Dylan Harper to make it a 3-point game. And he makes it 69-66. Had double Mother's Day? True. Tired of being a good person. Man came here to be toxic. Wait, I'm confused. We are Charlie. Don't say the rest. I'm confused about what this message means. But God bless. God bless to you and everyone else out there. We carry the flame. Wait, did I just miss a castle and one? I don't. I do believe that I don't know the song. I'm gonna have to one day learn this song by the sounds of it. Shout out to you for both being on the same page. Timberwolves stuck 4. Jaden McDaniels goes to the basket, misses. And we got the Spurs. Yo, I think a helpful starting point is if somebody put the song title in the chat. That would definitely help. Oh, okay. Then I definitely do. Shakira saving our ears. Man, Jimbo said, yo, 50-year-old Shakira still got it. Yo, I have to find this Charlie Kirk song for sure. Jumbo, you're good for links, bro. Drop a link in the chat. Better than Ford commercial song. Six-point game. The Spurs are on a bit of a run here. It's not like they're just getting a barrage of buckets, but their defense has been stopping Minnesota from getting good looks for a minute now. That being said, Terrence Shannon just missed an open 3. And the Spurs have a chance to extend their lead. Keldon Johnson right to the basket, right around Naz Reid, but misses the shot. Hey, man, one would have to. All right, Jen, well, here's the link. Hell yeah, let's hear this. All right, I gotta mute for this. Okay, I paused this live listening to say that I thought that this would have been like a joke. I didn't know that this was a genuine like intentional thing to like commemorate him. Acquaintance and Morris Johnson are more like I don't know. Hey, we'll get to these players, dude. We'll get to these players. There's like 20 comps to look at. All we need is Speed making a World Cup song again. Hey, say it 3 times and it might happen, bro. It really might. This song is so nasty. Yo, I just saw a comment on the video saying even in his death, he's depriving us of RAM. The irony of that guy said shot Charlie Kirk, but the FBI found bullets didn't match the caliber of a 30 cal hunting rifle the guy had and dumped. Hey man, hey man, they will do whatever they want to do in these situations, dog. Whether that was a guy or not, they are not obligated to make sense to us because like they don't care or like value the public enough for like this type of stuff to make sense. So I don't know enough details to know whether like that's factually the case or not what you just said. But if there was that inconsistency, like they would just rock with it. Bryant traveled still 76 to 70. 351 left in the third. Oh, Conley almost had the ball stripped out of his hands and had to be careful about an over and back. So, hey man, hey man, this would be a devastating loss for the Timberwolves. Like series over if they lose this. Forensics on the bush, there wasn't a 30 cal card, so any lawyer is gonna get that dismissed. Hey man, we'll see what happens. We will see what happens. Still a seven, still a 6 point game. We got a jump ball. As long as the Glazers or Jim Ratcliffe falls, nothing matters to me. Hey, you mean until? Because it'll happen at some point. It'll happen. Somebody will fall ill. Harper with a bucket, 8 point game. Come on, Minnesota. Come on, man. You're about to kill this series too. We're about to have 3 dead series. And the alive series is Detroit Cleveland, man. Fuck. Randall underneath the basket, dunks it down. 6 point game again. Fox underneath the basket. Fox fades, knocks it down. 8 point game. We've taken his head clean off. So 30 cal didn't hold the water with the damage it did. Interesting. Yeah, because also with something like that would be used for like moose and elk, would that not be like super unreasonable to do from that far away? Um, Fox with another shot, 7 point game now, 82 to 75. God damn, Terrence Shannon, what a shot. Not enough contact for there to be a foul. I mean, like, not contact for a foul, but he had to get out the way and contort his body to hit that three, man. I mean, I had Korean chicken last night. Man, Korean fried chicken is so elite. Okay, 82-78. Cool. We're gonna get deeper into the comps. So that's Boozer, right? Number 5. Oh no, we did Caleb Wilson. Number 5, Keaton Wagler. Keaton Wagler got Jamal Murray. Taller Ryan Rollins, hint of SGA and Halliburton. Point being, I think there's a ton of productivity with this guy. So the defense might be ass, right? If we're talking Rollins, Halliburton, and Jamal Murray, the defense is going to be ass. But it looks like this guy's going to come in and get like points and assists for sure. Like, again, he's tied to productive players. And again, the assumption with taller Ryan Rollins is also better Ryan Rollins. And hint of SGA is, lesser than SGA. So Keaton Wagler, some pretty interesting comps. Brooklyn Nets got Acuff. So Acuff got Stephon Marbury, and then here he got Stephon Marbury, Kobe White, and Damian Lillard. So double Stephon Marbury for Acuff, but the thing I'm left with is that you get 3-point shooting off the dribble with this player, because that's the commonality between all the comps there. So you want buckets, you go get Acuff. Kingston Flemings. This was interesting because you talked about Flemings, Gio, right? So Flemings got De'Aaron Fox here, and then here he got prospect Markelle Fultz. So Markelle Fultz before the injuries, and bigger De'Aaron Fox. So you said like much better version of Jamal Shed, which I think lines up better with Markelle Fultz. The De'Aaron Fox one is kind of confusing to me. I hate sports right now, bar my liberty. Hey, man, it happens. Help move off some contracts? I don't think so. I don't think the Kings use no. Is Acuff white? Careful. What the fuck, bro? Hey, Darius Acuff is not white. Also, I did not know that this is something I would have to concern myself with. What's going on, Peter?
What's up, dude? How we doing?
We're doing pretty good,
I got
man.
marshmallow.
Oh, hell yeah. Yo, hell of a way to enjoy a Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
Did you catch the lottery order?
I saw that Indiana's 5th.
Yes. So Indiana.
That means their pick goes to the Clippers, right?
Yes. So the Clippers got the 5th overall pick, Benedict Mathurin, and an unprotected 2029 pick for Ivica Zubac.
Good trade. Good trade day.
My goodness. If fucking Pacers GM was on Twitter apologizing for the trade after the lottery, dude. Like, that's so nasty.
Yeah, but like, I don't know. I did. So it's Washington, Utah, Memphis, and then New Orleans?
Chicago.
Okay, Chicago. That's right. New Orleans doesn't own their pick. It's Atlanta's, right?
Yeah, Atlanta got the 8th pick from New Orleans. Okay. Which looks less egregious now with the Derek Queen trade. Which, I mean, like, it looks fair. Like, it looks fine.
I feel like that's still egregious.
I mean, I just don't know if they're going to get a prospect that's like head and shoulders above Derek.
Well, go to your mock draft thing. Who's projected at 8?
So Keaton Wagler, they got a scoring point guard here.
Oh, that's the guy in Illinois who was dicing everybody up.
And then this one has Mikael Brown, Louisville guard, whose pro comp is Tyler Hero. But again, pro comps you take with a grain of salt. But yeah, no, the thing is like, I think it's debatable. I thought that if they picked in the top 4, they would be trading a player head and shoulders above Derek Queen, for Derek Queen. And at least now, like, I think it could be a debate.
I mean, we'll see. Derek Queen's another kind of below the rim big. I don't know. Yeah. You know how I feel about those.
That's true. I would trade my pick for getting Giannis. I think a lot of teams would. Imagine Bobby finds a way to fleece the Grizz. I don't know about that, bro. I think the Grizzlies, as a rebuilding team, have nothing to do except just make that pick. Like, they've torn their franchise, like, or their roster down. They're probably going to try to find a way to get what they can for Ja. But I just don't see that being a situation where they're looking to flip the 3rd overall pick. Like, I just think they should make the pick.
Kind of out on the idea of the Grizzlies forcing a trade for Ja.
I mean, forcing a trade is one thing. I think they don't have a reason to force it. I just think it'll
I'm
organically.
kind of out on the idea of them trading him at this point.
Trading him, okay.
Yeah.
Is that more because you feel like they should be rebuilding his value and then trading him, or
No, just you need ways to eat up cap anyways.
yeah,
Like, it doesn't make sense to try and also, like, you're not going to get anything near what you would have gotten 3 years ago for a Ja Morant trade.
mm-hmm.
So trading him now when you already kind of traded everybody else, I don't really get that. Unless they're going to get like a disgruntled star or somebody up for like a big extension in return. I don't really understand it.
See, so for me, the thing is more just that they've torn this roster down, right? So my thing is that if you can, like, you have Ja Morant under contract for 2 more years, unless you see yourself wanting to re-sign him, his value is less I mean, maybe you look at him as an expiring to get back other salary, but your team is just going to be really bad. Like, the vision for keeping Ja for me would be to have him have like a good 60-game stretch of hoops and then trade him when his value is higher.
Sure.
Yeah, but I just like, I think the bigger concern is that, like, yeah, Ja, I don't see Ja coming back to Memphis after 2 years. So you just have to decide, what is the path? Do we let him walk as a free agent? Do we trade him as an expiring, or do we trade him with 2 years left? So it's like there's 3 different paths, and you just have to pick.
I don't know, dude. I would say just rebuild some of that. Try and trade him as an expiring in a year from now. I don't know.
Yeah. Because, yeah, I mean, we look at this roster. KCP's opting into 21 mil, Santi Aldama 17 mil, Brandon Clark $12 million expiring, Ty Jerome, and then you're venturing into the rookie salary range of salaries.
Hey, I mean, the Grizzlies could be a team that trades for, I don't know why they would, but like Brandon Ingram or RJ Barrett, whichever one the Raptors don't want to sign.
Yeah.
They have the cap to absorb the contract.
They have the cap to absorb the contract, and like they are the kind of, like, sometimes I think about how when OKC was really bad, they would trade for bad contracts, but then actually kind of just like rehab the value and then get good value back. Like, if I was a bad team, I would always be looking to use my cap space for that kind of a situation. Like, taking a 1st-round pick to take Chris Paul and then trading Chris Paul for a 1st-round pick is hilarious. But that's definitely what I'm looking for.
I get that. I don't know, man. I just don't see it. I don't see a point of like forcing a Ja trade before he plays another game for the Grizzlies.
But yeah, so the Grizzlies, they also have the 16th overall pick. The interesting thing that Gio here is saying is the fact that he thinks that Ja has Trae Young value, as in no picks. I think that's possible.
I don't believe that.
I think it's possible just because, again, we're venturing into the territory of like, you're trading for Ja with the goal of re-signing him in mind. And I'm just trying to think about the franchise that's looking to trade for Ja and re-sign him.
I mean, the Suns could do it with the Jalen Green contract.
I mean,
more or less, right?
Yeah, that would be interesting. I think the Suns, like, you have a player at the 2 that's going to shoot the shit out of the ball, right? So you have less pressure of needing your point guard to do that for you. Ja Morant to the Suns, that would be an interesting thing to think about. You won't get value back for Ja because the year he was valuable, he was getting 12 pick and rolls for him to pad his stats.
I mean, I guess I just don't. I don't buy that you couldn't see a good stretch of basketball for half a season or a season and get a 1st-round pick when he's an expiring contract.
Wait, so Gio, are you saying that he has Trae Young value right now, this second, or are you saying that it'll never be anything other than that? Because I could maybe see that being the case right now, but I think if Ja has a good stretch, then it could change things. But yeah, Ja wasn't the problem when Darko was around in Memphis. Yeah, but also like I think when Ja had his best times in Memphis, he had a two guard that could shoot and a small forward that could shoot, kind of.
They had a much more balanced team.
Yeah, so I would not want to see Ja go to somewhere where there's like a horrible spacing situation. So Phoenix makes sense as a shout. But the game is back. It's a 6-point game. Peter, did you see the Wemby ejection?
Yeah, I saw a screenshot of him elbowing Nas Reed, but no, I didn't really see it.
Nah, it brought me back to Meta World piece on James Harden.
Oh, hell yeah.
But yeah, man, like I don't know.
That's what's up.
When you see the video, let me know. I think there's like no chance that Wemby doesn't see him in his peripheral vision. Like no chance.
Do you think he gets suspended again?
That I don't know about. I just don't like. I don't feel like I have my finger on the pulse for that kind of a thing. But it was a clear ejection for me.
Okay, I mean, it is what it is.
But yeah, at that point, I think the Spurs were down 4 and they're currently up 6. So Spurs. I mean, he walked off the court clapping at his teammates like, "Go get this one." And so far, they've done that. So we'll see if they can close the game
Is
up.
the first time Wemby's got ejected for a flagrant 2?
Let's see. Has Wemby ever been ejected before today? No.
Okay.
This ejection was the first one of his career.
Fucking dog, Nas Reed must have been talking shit.
Yeah. Nas Reed in the lane. Score gets the floater 88-84. Unless you're willing to give Ja 30% usage with 12 pick and rolls where he was valuable, he won't get his value back, and Memphis isn't playing that style anymore. And that's definitely a take, man. We'll see what happens. It's not like Ja can play off ball. He isn't even a true point guard, in my opinion. He doesn't make great decisions. Yeah, I would definitely want to see him in structure. Like, I don't think Ja hero ball would ever be the solution. So that's something to keep in mind.
What teams in the Western Conference have their point guard playing mainly off ball besides the Warriors?
Free throws for Castle.
And I guess the Timberwolves.
Okay, we're talking about point guards off the ball. I still would say Jamal Murray is on the ball.
I would too. The
Lakers,
Rockets don't really have a point guard, but the ball's in
yes.
Kevin Durant's hands a lot, so I guess you could say the Rockets.
Yeah.
I would say the Timberwolves.
Yep.
I would guess you could argue the Blazers, maybe?
Because, like, I mean, what counts? I mean, because the thing is like, if they put Scoot and Drew on the floor, like, one of the guards has the ball.
Oh. Nas Reed is down, holding his ankle.
Clippers,
Ooh.
Warriors.
Don't want to see what happened.
Damn, I'm watching to see because he still hasn't gone down yet. Turned his ankle, stepping on Luke Cornett's ankle.
Sad. They're about to show a replay. I'm not about to look, boys.
Before Lakers when not Doncic.
I mean, we're talking like fully healthy teams.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the whole off-ball criticism for Ja. That's not like, I don't know if that's like a useful criticism.
Because he will be on the ball.
Yeah.
I think the two most interesting talking points for me out of the draft are like we're trying to make sense of what Utah would consider because they could go a few different ways. I kind of think they've done so much drafting for best player available that maybe they should start considering needs.
Wait, not even being funny. Who the fuck is on their team?
Okay, let's do that.
Are they the team that has Walker Kessler, Laurie, and Jaren Jackson Jr.?
Yes.
Is Walker Kessler still on the team?
I think he's going to be a restricted free agent. I also think that like Jaren Jackson as a 5 is just cannot be the way, right? But yeah, as of right now, they're going into next year with Markkanen, Jackson, Ace Bailey, John Conchar, Cody Williams, Jalen Williams' brother, Walker Kessler as an RFA, Keontae George, Filipowski, Isaiah Collier, and the presumption is that they're adding Darren Peterson. But the thing is that like, I mean,
wait,
I don't know.
What pick do they have? 2?
They have the second pick, yeah.
Yeah, they're probably. So the big conversation is Devonsa or Peterson?
People are assuming Devonsa is going 1.
Because, yeah, that makes sense. If the Wizards are actually like interested in using Trae Young, that makes sense.
Yeah.
The Wizards kind of got half decent like overnight.
Mm-hmm. Especially in the East, man, they're gonna win games. Again, the stat I like talking about is that the last time they won 50 wins was like 50 years ago. They could break that. Not necessarily this year, but this year could break that.
Yeah, I guess if you're Utah, like I like Keontae George, but like I guess Ace Bailey's also kind of a point guard ish, right?
Or in terms of just like
you want the ball. Is he a scoring guard?
He's a small. I think he's like 6'9". I think Ace Bailey.
Never mind. I'm thinking of the wrong person then.
If I have it right, yeah, he's 6'9", 200.
All right, never mind.
No, yeah, Ace is a wing. So this is the thing, right? Like, depending on how they want to play. If let's say you play with a 5, you re-sign Walker Kessler and you're playing with a 5, you have Walker Kessler, Jaren Jackson, and Laurie at the 3 because they did used to play Laurie at the 3 a lot. At that point, Ace Bailey is like your backup 3, and I kind of just feel like at that point you kind of can't take. Like if you do take a forward, so if they take Cam Boozer or Caleb Wilson, like you're just talking about a pretty small role.
Yeah,
it doesn't really seem like bang for your buck. There's no center to take, and if they go guard, again, the question I'm asking is like, do you consider fit beside Collier and Keontae George, or do you just go for the best player? I mean, I think that it'll be hard for them to not take Darren Peterson, but again, I don't necessarily get, because he's saying they could use a point guard, but I don't think Peterson is a point guard. So this is kind of the thing, right? Like I think they have 2 combo guards. You add a 2 guard to 2 combo guards, and you might have an abject lack of having a point guard. They can figure that out in the trade market. But this is a draft where there's like, you're probably going to see pick 5, 6, and 7 all be point guards. So I just think this is a weird draft for Utah. Like I don't necessarily have again, I've only seen this organization tank and go BPA in the draft without thinking about like fit or anything. So I don't know now that they're trying to compete what this regime is going to do. If we're talking bigger picture with Memphis probably moving to the East, it wouldn't be a bad time for them with rebuilding. I mean, yeah. Has it been confirmed who's moving to the East? Because I heard it could be New Orleans. No, sorry. Somebody did say Memphis, I think. But yeah, not a bad time to rebuild for sure. The other interesting talking point to me is just the Clippers. Like what the Clippers are at a part of the draft where the best 3 players are probably all point guards. But it's just tough to tell, like, what is that organization going to do? Are they going to try to keep Kawhi? Are they going to try to extend Kawhi? Like, how does this work?
How many years does Garland have under contract?
2.
Doesn't Kawhi have
1?
He has one more, and is it a player option?
Nah, it's just 1 and then no options.
Okay. I mean, shit, like they could fucking trade him if he's an expiring.
He's an expiring. And
Is
then
the league ever going to reprimand Kawhi for what allegedly happened?
Yo, this is the thing, right? There's so many different ways this could go because one,
Like, is
the
he a
league,
person you could even trade for? Like,
yes,
not because he's good, but like what might happen to him.
yes. So the league might complicate the situation, but then also you might see part two of Paul George, where both parties are interested in continuing forward, but Kawhi just wants more money than what the Clippers are willing to pay. Because I watched the Clippers basically look at Paul George and say, "Hey, we don't think you're worth the money considering your age and your injuries, so you can go to Philly." Like, does Kawhi put them in a situation where they have to do something similar,
Oh,
right?
because Paul George wanted a max from the Clippers, right?
Yes.
Yeah. And
Big
Philly ended
three.
up giving him a max?
Philly gave him a max, yeah.
Yeah.
So this is the thing. Does Kawhi want big bread or not? I could see a situation where it's like Paul George. Both parties are interested in a deal, but they just can't figure out the number. So I mean, and then from Kawhi's standpoint, like,
Guys, I don't know if you can hear me, but I think one of our internets is fucked up. I've not heard anything for the last 40 seconds. Oh, there's Alam in the chat. Okay, so you guys can hear me. I wasn't sure who was fucking up. Anyways, the last thing I heard was from Kawhi's standpoint, and then it did the staticky Wi-Fi thing. So I think Alam will be back, guys. I truthfully don't know what happened, but I'm glad that it wasn't me. But hey, General, you're right. Maybe Alam did get silenced. Maybe Bomber's watching the mean streets of YouTube on 240 subscriber channels. Maybe he's being censored. Who knows? But I think the Wolves are only down 3. There's like 7 minutes left. It would be really impressive of the Spurs to win a game on the road with Wemby being suspended or ejected in the second quarter. But yeah, I don't know. Alam is in Canada, so he probably has like Rogers Wi-Fi or some bullshit. And it probably sucks.
Nah, that's
Just
facts.
kidding.
Bro. That's facts. Come on, man. We can't be having that. We can't be having that.
For a second, I was like, was that me? I was like, no, I don't think it was me.
But no, we're back. Hopefully that doesn't happen again. I remember last year during the playoffs, that shit would happen to me like once a week. This year we've been straight, but I hope that it doesn't want to keep doing that. Fucking criminals. Adam Silver doesn't punish the Clippers and rewards them. This is the thing, though, right? So I don't know if this lottery was about like covering their traces, but the league definitely did a bunch of shit that would be against what the assumptions are of like who they would want to reward and who they wouldn't want to reward. Because the Clippers and then the two most nefarious tankers all had great days today. For a PG and criminal for rewarding them, blowing 3-1 leads left, right, and center. Which basement did they take you to? Nah, bro, I survived. I told Lawrence Frank that he needs to leave me alone.
Wait, so the Nets got the 6th pick and they don't even own their pick next year?
Yes.
That's not good.
No, so somebody broke it down about how basically they owed the Rockets picks for James Harden, and then they did another deal with the Rockets to basically move over their debt into the future. Like they wanted to have control over the 2025 and 2026 picks so that they could tank. And then they tanked and they moved down in both lotteries, and Houston's debt is going to start getting paid soon. So
damn,
that went horribly.
It is what it is, man.
Yeah, they had 5 picks last year, took 2 point guards, and now they're at the part of the draft where they're gonna have to take another point guard. So it's not good for them.
What do you think the Bulls do at 4?
Well, okay, the way I have the draft going, because we talked about Utah and Darren Peterson, 2 makes sense, whatever. My thing with Memphis is I think Memphis is at a beginning of the rebuild, so I feel like they take Caleb Wilson over Boozer because I think Boozer has a lower ceiling and a higher floor than Caleb Wilson. And if you're the Grizzlies, why would you draft for floor? So I mean, Eddie was here during the lottery stream, and Eddie was kind of hearing it like he has Wilson over Boozer as well. So I think if Boozer is there at 4, you kind of can't pass on Boozer. But that being said, I don't know what you think of Cam Boozer. If that's a player that like, I just don't think that's a player you hand your franchise to. I think that's somebody you give a role to, and he'll play a role
but
really well.
don't they like unironically have Josh Giddey running the franchise?
They have Giddey and Buzelis as their 2 pieces that you could probably move forward with.
Yeah. So then you're not handing the franchise to Boozer.
I suppose. I mean, I guess, yeah, that could be your 2, your 3, and your 4. Giddey, Buzelis, and
Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm just not trying to outthink the room. If I see a guy who's ready to come in and like be a contributing player as a 4 for 10 to 12 years,
yeah,
I just in a league where I see too many 3s masquerading as 4s, I just fucking take it.
no, for sure.
Like to me, Boozer is like, and this might not be fair, but like he'll be a more physical, better version of Tobias Harris.
Right.
And like if you told I would take that personally because I think that's a good player.
Yeah.
I think it's a valuable player in today's league.
No, I think that's the play. That's the kind of the pick they have to make because the alternatives just aren't good enough. Like you kind of can't think through the way Memphis can at 3. So I think Boozer is what I have the Bulls doing. Carlos also played for the Bulls as well. So I mean,
oh, I didn't even think about that part. But
I guess that's a cute picture, I guess.
No, I don't know, man. I value that type of player in the league. I get it. You want to draft for potential like cornerstone franchise players.
Yeah.
But I don't actually think that those players exist in drafts below pick 1 or 2.
Yeah.
Like how people think, dude.
No, for sure. That's the thing is like the angle more isn't that there is a player that they should pivot away from Boozer for. It's just kind of like, hey, that sucks that you have to pick 4, but now you do, so make the most
of it. I get it. Like taking a known quantity is kind of boring, but like these unknown quantities are like, I don't know. I just don't think it's worth it. Especially when you already have a shot creator, ball handler type guy in Giddey.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to double down and gamble on a point guard. I already have a guard.
How valuable do you think pro comps are? Like, as far as
I would say less valuable than like comps for NFL.
I think that like I like using that as my way of getting the ball rolling. Like I don't know a lot about a ton of these prospects, and I don't mind starting at pro comps. But yeah, the comps for the point guards, because the way people are talking about it, there's supposed to be 3 point guards that go 5, 6, and 7. Neither of them are the kind of, especially in the modern NBA, where like the thing is that there's so many point guards. So the level of point guard you have to be to really stand out, in order, in a way, to pass up on Boozer, I think that's just not there in this draft.
No, I hear it. 2-point game, guys, at the under 6 media timeout in the 4th.
Yep. 97-95. We have a Wemby-less Spurs team hanging in there. The Spurs are shooting 26% from 3. They're just shooting 62% on 2s. And that kind of feels like it shouldn't be happening against a Rudy Gobert team, but Spurs having their way on 2s.
It's funny because ESPN has Cam Boozer mocked to the Grizzlies and Caleb Wilson going to the Bulls, but I mean, we'll see.
No, that's actually kind of the consensus. I don't think it's the flip is. I only saw the inverse happening in one mock draft. But yeah, it's just what I kind of how I see things.
Yeah.
So, shout out to the fact that my internet is working for the fact that the stream is still happening. Still haven't been able to get the game back. So that's cool. Hopefully at some point I'll get the game back. That would be nice. But watching this game so far, like I said, I think if they can get this to 3-1, having beat the team without Wemby for a half of basketball, with 2 of the last 3 games theoretically being in San Antonio, like the odds would be, again, a 3-1 deficit, the odds are stacked against you in the first place. But I think it would be like horrible for Minnesota.
Oh, 3-1, it would be over.
Yep. And now we're looking at 3 dead series except for Detroit, Cleveland, which kind of still could be a dead series if Detroit wins the game. And yeah, I mean, shit, I guess we're going to see the series. I mean, how early do you think they would start the next round? Weekend, right?
Sunday,
damn.
Yeah. If this ended in 5, Saturday or Sunday.
Yeah.
Because yeah, I mean, if the Spurs went up 3-1, you would think they close it in 5 on Tuesday.
Yep.
Oklahoma City closes it either tomorrow or Wednesday. Yeah, they're probably starting Saturday or Sunday. Like, having multiple days in a row without basketball is not good.
Monday is a holiday for you guys as well. Not this one, but the next one.
Yes. I don't know if they care about that though.
They don't
like
care.
They wouldn't have a daytime game.
Right.
Yeah, I think on Memorial Day we just play at night like normal. Though they have daytime baseball games for Memorial Day. I know that's tradition. Yeah, I think they only have daytime NBA games on MLK Day and Christmas, like as holidays.
Yeah, the MLK days in January are always just like, oh shit, the team's playing at 2:00 tomorrow.
Yeah. I just read a mock draft and the Warriors are predicted to draft some guy from the New Zealand Breakers.
Oh, fucking Kareem Lopez or something. So I looked at his pro comps and it said Franz Wagner and Tristan Da Silva. I was like, yo, this guy might just watch the Magic. Like, there's a chance.
Yeah.
That guy only watches one team.
Mm-hmm. Yo, Naz Reid hit Cornette with the nastiest stop and start you've ever seen, bruh. That was so funny. And it worked. That was so funny. That was the ultimate, like, old guy at the gym move, but it fucking worked.
Is that the bucket that gave them the lead too?
Yeah, that's so hilarious.
This is May basketball.
Anyone in the chat, you know what I'm talking about? That was fantastic. Oh, man. Oh, we got a good finish here. Wolves up 1, 3:58 left. Somebody called timeout.
Yo, on a lesser importance, I saw Valanciunas poised to move back to Europe. That is definitely lesser importance, but I appreciate you for the update. This I hear this for sure. You know, we're seeing a lot of other teams with more marquee talent than us, and that's a problem. The Warriors are going to draft a center. They've needed a center for ages. Sanak, who's in that range, can also shoot these. Okay, hold on. I think Sanak is one of the players I saw funny ass pro comps for. There's this one. No, it might not be Sanak. I think it's Quaintance actually. So there's a guy from, I think No, it's not Alabama. Jaden Quaintance. Is he Kentucky? Oh yeah, Jaden Quaintance. Pro comps. I'm seeing Derek Favors, and then the other one I think said Jalen Duren and Tristan Thompson. What a trio of players to get comped to. Like, those 3 players to me feels, Tristan Thompson and Jalen Duren. But Jaden Quaintance belongs in 2012. If those are the comps. Bro, General, you're the first of many that's going to make this comment. And I kind of don't like that guy's going to bring that to the NBA. Because he has double knee surgery and he tore his... Yo, so this guy, his pro comps are 3 rebounders and he had fucking double knee surgery.
Yeah, it sounds terrible.
That sounds like a 2nd round pick, man.
That sounds just like a lot to go through at a young age, man.
Yep.
Shout out to him. Like, I hope that works out for him, but like, I don't know, bro.
He still got recruited to Kentucky.
Yeah, I mean, he made it.
Is that power forward / center definitely does not help. Okay. Yo, it's lit. I finally got the game back.
Welcome back.
Holy shit. It's so nice to be back in relevance. Yeah, where I'm at, it's 3:39 left.
Oh, Naz Reid.
Yo, is he
Naz Reid. Hey, man. Who needs a point guard on this team? He's got it. Nah, he just looked off Cornette, caught him trying to overhelp. You'll probably see it. That was fire.
Damn.
Let me know when you see it.
Yo, the pass to Rudy G?
Yep.
What a pass.
Hey, man. Season on the line. Give me the ball, baby. The We Believe Wolves.
We believe Wolves. Man, Ant scared the shit out of everybody by walking back to the locker room, but he came back like 2 minutes later and he was walking fine. I take it he just had to take a piss, but people were uncomfortable for a while.
Naz Reid for 3, and we bricked it, but we got another rebound.
Town is there. Would have been top 4. Damn. But yeah, if you have 2 knee surgeries and you still get recruited to Kentucky, I imagine that there's a good foundation there.
What? Like, is he a freshman? The guy that had double knee surgery?
I got to look it up. Jaden Quainsons. Yeah, he's 18 years old, turning 19 in July, so must be.
I guess, bro. I mean, I would have used those other NIL years. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Especially if I'm off double knee surgery.
Big bucket Ant. Yo, this offensive foul call is a big one. I'm seeing it now.
It's a good call.
Yeah, okay, let's see the replay.
It's a good call.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Naz Reid is just chilling, man. He's there trying to fucking move Naz Reid with one arm.
Yep.
His 4th foul for Stephon Castle. Jaden McDaniels loses his dribble, passes it to Randall. Randall. Oh my God. What a pass. Yo, put his shoulder in Castle's chest, spun. 2 defenders have to fly to like clean up the mess. Little dump off to Rudy Gobert, man. What a play.
It's Black Air Force energy, man.
Randall and Naz Reid take 2 power forwards, man. Take us home. I just realized one of those guys is the 3 on the floor right now. Holy shit.
Yeah, man. They do the 3 bigs thing.
This is great. This is everything Joe Dumars imagined with Greg Monroe, Andre Drummond, and Josh Smith.
Yep.
All right, Harper to the free throw line. 5 fouls on whoever fouled him. It's Ant.
So if the Wolves win, that means we have basketball on Tuesday as well as Thursday.
Yep. No, so hold on. I checked the schedule. It's Tuesday, Friday.
Oh.
It's Tuesday, Friday, and then a game 7 would be Sunday.
Okay.
So the only game scheduled for Thursday was New York and Philly. So there is now no basketball on Thursday.
Yeah, it's not happening.
Where's Dwayne Casey at nowadays? When the Pistons got rid of him as a coach, they gave him a front office role. So he's us there chilling, getting paid, hanging out, watching basketball and whatnot. He was courtside with Rip Hamilton and Ben Wallace at Game 7 of Magic Pistons. But yeah, Harper shooting the second free throw. We got Cornette checking out of the game. So the Spurs are going small because I believe Champagne checked in for him. Yeah, the Spurs are going really small. My goodness. Hold on. Stephon Castle and Devin Vassell are the forwards, and Champagne is the 5. So they're responding to all these bigs with, oh, no, Rudy Gobert's off the floor. But still, man, Naz Reid and Julius Randle, serious size advantage. And
yeah, it's time to go to the basket.
Yep. All right, timeout Minnesota, 4-point game. Again, with Ant on 5 fouls. This game going into overtime would suck for Minnesota, but they have a 4-point lead. Looks good so far. Okay, other funny-ish pro comps. Oh, there's one that's a complete mess. Caleb Wilson. The 3 players that were described as pro comps. Jermaine O'Neal, Kevin Garnett, and there was somebody else. Sharif Abdur-Rahim. What a trio. I do not know what they're cooking up with Kevin Garnett, Jermaine O'Neal, and Sharif Abdur-Rahim. So I feel pretty lost about that one. Darius Acuff got Stephon Marbury twice, Kobe White, and Damian Lillard. So the point I take away there is that this guy can shoot off the dribble. But yeah, that's kind of what I look for with pro comps, is that if I can find multiple people touching at 1 or 2 skills, then I just kind of take for granted that that's there. Kingston Fleming's got prospect Markelle Fultz and bigger De'Aaron Fox, which to me, that one's a little... I kind of struggle with that one. I don't really see the commonality between prospect Markelle Fultz and De'Aaron Fox.
Yeah. No, I get what you're saying.
So I take nothing from that. Somebody said Mikal Brown is faster D'Angelo Russell. So I think that's great. And then his pro comp from the other guy was Tyler Hero. So faster D'Angelo Russell and Tyler Hero. I kind of see what's being cooked up there, like in terms of the commonalities. Oh, man. Season on the line. Give me Ayo Dosunmu.
All right, man. That's the We Believe Wolves.
Holy shit. Oh, man. Game 5 and Game 6. I'm looking forward.
It'll be good. We have basketball for most of the week.
Yep.
So then maybe you're not going to get Game 1 in the next round for the West until next Monday.
Yep.
At the earliest, damn.
Mikal Brown's problems as a young point guard is he has back problems early. Bro, if we call you the faster D'Angelo Russell and you have back problems, you might just become D'Angelo Russell. Fuck, okay.
Hey, man, Michael Porter Jr. had back problems coming out of college, and that worked out for him. True. Although I guess he wasn't a point guard. He's a more off-ball player.
Shout out to CP. I can't believe the Knicks swept in terms of the most annoying fan base when winning. They're the Arsenal of the NBA.
Hey, speaking of sweeps.
Yeah. Oh, damn. True. Naz Reid cleaning it up at the basket, man. This game is over.
Suns getting swept. Put on a shirt, you fat niggas. Lakers getting swept. Empowering.
Oh, man.
I don't know. I don't know.
Yo, that's...
When Devin Booker was crying about fouls, they told him to stop bitching and shut up and dribble. When the Lakers were surrounding the ref after Game 2, they proceeded to lose Game 3 by 23.
Yeah. I told you, Caps. Yo, also, I respect this strategy of when pressed, just throw someone else under the bus. Big fan of that.
Hey, man. You guys got deleted yesterday, bro. AJ Mitchell was cutting a promo on Austin Reeves.
Yep.
When it's time for AJ Mitchell to negotiate a second contract, I want him to take his mixtape of that game.
Yeah.
And be like, hey, that's what he got, so I need that plus some.
Yep. I need 200% of Austin Reeves' deal.
Yep.
I'm sorry. I didn't make the rules. But yeah, I told you the Cavs could win at home the other day. No, man, it was always a possibility. Like, I don't think anyone was denying that it was it was on the table. But again, the issue with Cleveland with how they play on the road is that they don't just need one game, they need both. So game 4 is still like a triple
same scenario.
What's that?
The same scenario for Cleveland.
Yep. Okay, so I mean, fuck. Big moment here for the Spurs to make it a 3-point game potentially. They'll still have to play the foul game, but this got randomly more tense than it needed to be. And again, lurking with this kind of a situation is Ant does have
Jesus
5 fouls.
Christ. No way this worked. There's no way the Wolves got themselves in that situation.
Oh, no.
There's no way that happened. So they spent 7 seconds. I think the ball has to go into the front court.
Yeah. Yeah, so the Spurs put all their players in the backcourt. Oh, my goodness.
Look at what happens. This is like peak fundamentals don't do things.
Yeah.
Got the ball in one corner, dribbled to the other one, picked up his dribble.
Yep. Like, with 3 defenders that high up the court, like, you have to be able to burn the defense for how much they're risking there. But yeah, he did all the wrong things.
Yep.
But yeah, that was their last timeout, I believe.
Mm-hmm. I just am shocked after you got trapped and turned it over the first time. They didn't call a timeout to advance the ball the second time.
Yeah.
It's much easier to inbound in the front court and have the ability to throw it into the backcourt on a sideline than it is to inbound under your basket against a press off a free throw.
Yeah.
But I mean, Chris Finch and the Timberwolves know this.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know why. Like, I just don't get that. They basically did the same thing twice, more or less.
Yeah.
I mean, they got away with it, and you're going to see what happened. But that's hilarious. That was not good basketball, but it worked. Let me know when you see it.
What the fuck? Yo, no, bro. What the fuck?
That was not good hoops, but it worked.
Yo, fucking Jaden McDaniels just threw a football pass and it hit a motherfucker's ankles. Bro, it hit the intended target's ankles.
But it worked, bro.
Yo, no. What?
No, we believe Wolves, baby.
Yo, Desumno moving out here like DK Metcalf. No, but bro, when I saw him go up, that's what I expected to happen. I don't even know what to say. That's insane.
I just saw so much stupid basketball in the last 11 seconds of game time or 20 seconds or whatever, but it worked out.
Yo, nobody's face dropped when he said, yo, we're dialing up a go route. Jaden McDaniels to Io Desumno.
I mean, that's unironically a better plan than what they had. Because if you turn it over, at least it's a dead ball turnover.
Yeah.
They're probably calling timeout to advance the ball.
Yeah.
And you're having the conversation where it's like, hey, are we fouling people on the catch? I think we are.
Yeah.
You could at least have that combo, you know?
Yeah. Oh my goodness, man. What the fuck? That was wild.
That was very unserious and very funny. But yeah, guys, I don't know. That's not how they drew it up. But like that is kind of the best case scenario.
If you're the Spurs, like, I bet nobody ever discussed that possibility, and going forward, they're still not going to discuss that possibility.
That's not worth it. They did everything right. They just this guy's because like it would have been off IO. It would have been a turnover. Like they had everything.
Yep. As far as the pass goes, that was like it was still good. Like the place.
I don't know. Okay. Let me know when you see the inbounds play.
Okay. They're just walking out of the huddle.
It doesn't matter. Like the game is over.
I get it.
But I don't know why Julius Randle's on like he's on the wrong side of the guy that's trying to set a pick or whatever, basically, and I don't get why.
All right. Castle's about to inbound.
Oh man. Well, we at least got a game 6 in this round, so that's cool.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, that was a little bit of chaos there, but 5-point game. Minnesota got the series to 2-2. So again, so streaming schedule stuff, right? Yes. Tuesday, Friday, the 2 games in this series, those are guaranteed to happen. We're doing those. Thursday, there's no basketball, so that's guaranteed to not happen. Yeah, the Cleveland Detroit series, both those days are maybes, because honestly, I might feel like doing it. I might not. I don't know what else to tell you guys. I kind of don't want to do those games. But if I don't have anything better to do in life, then I'll do them. I'll say that. That's kind of what the deciding factor will be. So Monday, Wednesdays are maybes. Tuesday and Friday are guaranteed. And Thursday, man, guys, go live life. Go have fun. Wherever you live, the weather must be pretty good on Thursday, because the weather is going to be good here. So the weather must be good for the rest of you. Enjoy your Thursdays, people. But we're out. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys on Tuesday for sure.
Hey, man. He said go touch grass.